How's it going, everybody? My name is Lupe Alcides. I am a Chicano from the west side of San Antonio, Texas, and this is my personal biased opinion. I'm going to say something that's going to upset a lot of people, and it might give me trouble at work. Auto parts. Now, before I start with my speech, I'm going to just say nothing is made to last forever. And I know a lot of people think that, they just do it so you could buy more and more and more. But if you think about it, when you get to certain things like oil and brakes, right? Brakes, they wear out, It's made of a material that it eventually wears out. I don't think they'd be able to make something that was, able to last forever. It would be very difficult and very expensive. Um, just like shoes. Shoes. You buy a pair of shoes, they don't last forever, right? And at the same time that a pair of shoes won't last forever, think about it in terms of quality, right? Uh, People complain about the price all the time, but it's just the same thing with everything else, right? You buy a pair of shoes, you buy a $5 pair of shoes, they're not going to last you 10 years, right? You buy a $200 pair of shoes, they may not last you 10 years, but they'll last you a lot longer than those $5 pair of shoes. And the funny thing is, let's say you have experience with that, right? I bought a $10 pair of shoes, they lasted me 6 months. So every 6 months, I have to buy a $10 pair of shoes. But if you buy a $50 pair of shoes, they last you 2 years, then you don't have to change your shoes so often, right? I'm just giving an example, not an exact timeline. I know a lot of perfect people are, you're not following your own timeline. No, don't follow the timeline. I'm just trying to give examples. So the point is, one, don't expect your wipers to last forever, right? It never rains here. That's why I don't change them until it rains again. Well, you should at least be checking your wipers, your brakes. I think this one gentleman that came in and started writing down everything that he bought and from which store was like so awesome. Not just from a customer service perspective, but for him, could you imagine keeping track of your thermostat? Well, the thermostat only lasts a year. When did I last buy it? 9 months ago. That means in 3 months it's going to give out, or I should change it within those 3 months, right? People don't think like that. They just think when my tire blows out, that's when I'll replace it. But you can prevent your tire blowing out sometimes by preventive maintenance. That's why it's called preventive maintenance, because you do things that prevent breakdowns. You change your oil on a regular basis every few thousand miles, depending on your vehicle. Not all of them are the same. And even with that, people think that synthetic oil is just a way to charge more. But no, synthetic oil will actually withstand heat more. It actually withstands heat more. That's why the newer cars, they require synthetic oil, because it withstands the heat more and it'll last longer. You can even get some that last longer. You can get the oil for the high mileage cars, etc., etc. People come in and they just want the cheap stuff. Just like I said, you buy something cheap, it's not going to last you as long. They want the cheap brakes, $20 brakes, but they're not going to last you as long as the $60 brakes. And guess what? You're going to come in, I just bought these brakes and they're already done. Well, you bought the cheap ones. What do you expect? They're not made from as good as material. And it's not that they're not the same brakes with different prices on it. They're actually different material. Everything, brakes, wipers, and I know because I've taken the classes on these products. Brakes, wipers are Brakes, wipers, and oil are like the spark plugs. That's like the main things that we sell at work. And even with spark plugs, you have your cheapo ones, and the people that make these products, they know that not everybody can afford the premium products. That's why they make just the plain, just plain spark plugs. They're not fancy. They're not ceramic. They're not iridiums. They're nothing like that. They're just plain spark plugs that'll get your car from point A to point B. The thing is, people don't just go from point A to point B. They want to be doing all of this. They want to be doing all of that. They want to be traveling. They want to be partying, going out, whatever, spending all their money on booze and whatever, but they don't save money for when the wipers give out, for when the brakes give out. That's why you should write down, when did you last buy your brakes? I don't know. You don't know when you bought your brakes? No, I just buy them and I get them replaced or whatever. You should keep track of that stuff because you know when it's going to give out. Your antifreeze, and especially right now, it's called antifreeze for a reason. Sometimes it's called coolant, sometimes it's called antifreeze, but it's called coolant because it keeps your engine from overheating, but it's also called antifreeze because it'll keep your engine from freezing, from freezing, right? The funny thing to me is people are coming in by the handloads this week buying wipers and coolant. It's like, that's why you should keep track of when you buy that. To me, honest, personally, every time you change your oil, change your coolant. It'll save you a lot of time and it'll save you a lot of trouble. Change your oil, change your coolant. You should really, especially if you get the cheap wiper blades, change your wiper blades. I can't afford $20 wiper blades, but you can afford spending $50 at the bar every weekend. You put $20 aside and don't get shit faced and cause your body damage by poisoning it. You'll have those $20 for the wiper blades. And then they complain because, well, I bought these cheap wiper blades and they didn't last me that long. Well, they're not meant to last forever, for one. And especially with the brakes, I think I talked about the brakes before, but I was reading an article about that from one of the makers of brakes, and they talked about what's the difference between just the plain cheap brakes to the premium and to the best. Because in our store we do good, better, best, and then there's premium, right? So the really really good ones, like the ceramic ones and all that, they have less dust, they last longer, you have more braking ability, they're quieter, and they will last you longer. Just like with the wiper blades, they're made from better material. Don't expect an awesome wiper for $10. They have to take into consideration all the product, all the material that's going into making the blade, just the arm, the rubber part that actually wipes the water off your windshield. All that goes into the wiper blade, right? So the better it is, the more it's going to cost, and the longer it's going to last. And I was even reading up on there's certain Rain X, and that's why I'm saying I might get in trouble at work by telling y'all too much, but there's certain Rain X wipers that actually have Rain X embedded into the blade, that it will actually coat your windshield with the chemical, right? And it'll protect your wiper blade better. Just like I was telling somebody the other day, they sold de-icer. They sold somebody came in to buy the anti-fog stuff for the windshield. We sell water repellent. You can actually get a spray that will kind of protect your windshield from actually needing too much, because you know how like sometimes it's just a little bit, right? And you have to wipe it, and you have to wipe it, and you have to wipe it. Well, you can buy spray that'll protect your windshield. So just imagine you take all this into consideration, right? Change your wipers when you're supposed to. Don't wait until it's raining, right? Check your battery. How long is your battery? Oh, I don't know. When did you buy it? I don't know. Some people don't even know when they bought their stuff, or even they even call like from the wrong store. People people come in with Walmart batteries. Hey, I bought this battery 2 years ago. Well, you didn't buy it here. That's a Walmart battery. So keep a track of what you're buying and where you're buying it, and pay attention to stuff like how long the replacement is. How long is the warranty? Some batteries have well, all batteries come with a it's called a replacement. It's kind of like a warranty, but a replacement warranty type of thing where it only lasts so long. The cheap ones are, 90 days. You can get a really cheap battery with a 90-day warranty, but don't come in a year later say, I bought this battery a year ago and it gave out. Well, you only bought the 90-day warranty. Um, so, batteries, wipers, brakes, check your coolant. I honestly think you should change your coolant and your wipers when you change your oil if you're not changing it that often. Then people, especially here in San Antonio, well, it never rains, so I never use my wipers. Yeah, but guess what? Since it's so hot, they're just sitting there getting caked in the sun, and rubber and plastic becomes brittle over time. I've actually had people come into the store and their wipers just literally fall apart because they've been sitting in the sun for so long. You get the more expensive premium made wipers, and they will last you longer. Now, um, if you're on TikTok, you probably didn't get to see this, but here's the part where what might get me in trouble at work. We have things called protection plans. So the way that works is it's kind of like an extended warranty. You know how the cars, you can get an extended warranty, like after the warranty runs out, if your transmission breaks down, they'll fix it, right? We have the same things with almost everything: light bulbs, wipers, batteries, um, not chemicals. Don't be smart. But I know for sure those things, batteries, wipers, and light bulbs, you can get a protection plan, right? And I always tell people, and they're like, "Well, you're just trying to sell me something, right?" And I wanted to slap the guy yesterday because it was a couple, and she looked like she was interested, but he said, "No, no, 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 no." Now think about it. They bought $12 wiper blades, right? $12 wiper blades, and I was trying to sell them the protection plan for 2 years. It's $6 per blade, right? What that means is within those 2 years, you can get those blades replaced. Now, here's the part that's going to get me in trouble. You don't even have to wait till something happens. It doesn't even have to break. It doesn't have to break. All you have to do is just say, it's been a year and 9 months. I want to replace them. We won't even ask you questions. We'll just say, well, do you have your receipt? Do you have your phone number? We'll look it up. It's like, yeah, you bought them. You bought the protection plan. So yeah, you can get them replaced for free. Now think about it. You thought I was just trying to charge you an extra $6, but after that first year, well, some of them, I think the ones that they bought were only 90 days, right? 90-day warranty, boom. Let's say on the fourth month, something happens and your wiper blade breaks or stops working. Guess what? It's been 4 months. Your 90-day warranty gave out. There's nothing I could do for you. But if you would have bought that replacement plan for $6, you could have gotten those wiper blades replaced for free. Instead, now you got to pay $12 each. Instead of paying $12 for both, now you got to pay $12 each to replace your wipers. And the thing is, some of the things are like I think it's even like $6 for like the $40 blades. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not getting it. It's $6 for 2 years on a $40 wiper. You would rather come in and pay $40 all over again per wiper blade. So that's $80. And yeah, we have wiper blades that expensive because they're like the premium ones. If for any reason they break or like I said, here in San Antonio, it's so hot that they don't last those 2 years because they only come with a 1 year warranty. Now you got to pay $80 to replace both of them again, and you could have replaced them for free. Batteries, you know, you buy that 90-day warranty battery, you could have bought you could have bought an extra year for like $13. $13, you guys. And you know that a 90-day warranty battery is not going to last you over a year. But you get, boom, the 90 days are up, you have an extra year after that. Don't wait till the year is over. Just say, hey, it's been 9 months. I want to replace this battery. We literally won't ask you any questions. We'll just say, yeah, you bought the protection plan, you get to replace it for free. But people think that we're trying to sell them, there's just an extended warranty. I don't want that. I don't need that. But guess what? You're gonna need it, because if you just came in complaining that you bought that battery a year ago and it gave out, guess what? You could have gotten it replaced for free. And that's why I say it's smart to write down not only where you bought it, but when, because we literally have had people miss the warranty like by a month. It's like, I know I bought this battery last year. Yeah, you bought it last year, but you bought it past the warranty. You just missed it by a month. If you would have came in last month, we could have replaced it, but you just missed it by a month. And if you know, the good batteries aren't cheap. The good batteries are not cheap. I think for a 4 year replacement, $200 battery is actually pretty good, because you buy that $100 battery, it's only gonna come with a 90-day warranty. And this is what I know that it's the money thing, but if you think about it, it's cost effective in the long run. So think about that, you guys. Think about what it's gonna cost you in the long run, especially when it comes to like those brakes. You could buy the $20 brakes and then come back every 3 months to replace them, or you could buy the $60 brakes and be good for like the whole year, because they're made to last longer. So and the warranty's going to be better. You buy those $20 brakes, it's not going to come with a limited lifetime replacement. It may only have like a 1 year, and then boom, after a year it gives out. You got to come back and buy new ones. But if you bought the ones with the 1 year with the lifetime warranty, well, guess what? They didn't last that long, or they gave out. We have people that they don't work, or they mess up. I've even seen people like it just broke, like the brake pad broke. We'll replace it because it was obviously faulty or whatever. So just think about that, you guys. Take care of your car. Take care of your vehicle, not just your car, but your vehicle. But think about the maintenance. Think about the timelines. Think about when and where you bought it, and think about your warranty, and really take into consideration the protection plans.